điểm về Tổng thống Donald Trump và bà Hillary Clinton.
Ôi dồi quá tuyệt vời.
Cảm ơn con, quá là giỏi luôn đấy.
Quá giỏi.
Anh làm được
Okay, bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu nói. Okay. That is actually a very heavily contested subject of debate in the U.S. It has provoked a lot of civil and uncivilized discourse between the Republicans and the Democrats in the U.S. And it truly was one of the bloodiest elections, perhaps in the history of America and the history of the world. The election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, not only did it was it a very dirty election in a sense that both of the candidate was trying to attack each other personally using devices of ad hominem with the Hillary Clinton's leaked emails and then Trump's allegations of sexual assault. Both of those things collide with each other and they have very strong personalities that collide with each other as well. And the election just really it was really special in the sense that it provoked a very different line of discussion in the American public, in the American media. For the first time in forever, the American election is not just only about politics, it's not just only about academia, it's not only about what they have in terms of policies, but it's also about their personality. The debates start talking about whether Hillary Clinton is fit for the presidency because of her personality, because of how she brings herself. And it also starts talking about how Donald Trump is this person who wouldn't be fit for presidency because of what he does in his personal life and not because of what he does in the political scene or in the business scene, which he is known for. So really the American election is sort of a good way to symbolize for how the world is going, because we're moving further away from political discussion, from civilized discourse, and we're moving further towards not understanding with each other and not wanting to listen to each other, basically because of our differences and because of how we carry ourselves forward, and not because of what we believe in. Of course, you've heard of the recent attacks of Nazism in Charlottesville and many other extreme right-wing attacks and extreme left-wing protests, and that extremism is symptomatic of what the U.S. political scene is going forward, because it is more about the division nowadays. It's more about the difference being wider and wider, and people not being able to understand each other than anything else. It's not really about the politics anymore. It's about not willing to sympathize with each other. It's not about not willing to listen to the other side and not willing to understand where the other side is coming from. So really the American election, wherever you are on the political spectrum, whether you're Republican or Democrat, whether you support Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, it really doesn't matter. All that matters is you have to promote civil discourse, and you have to promote being able to understand each other's perspective and each other's side, rather than just attacking each other based on each other's personality or based on something that's not politically related about the other side or the other party. So yeah, the American election was absolutely insane, and now President Trump has made a lot of decisions that have been very controversial. But I think in order to continue to move forward, in order to continue to respect the institution of politics, it is very important to have civil discourse. It's very important to sympathize with the other perspective and to understand the other side. And I think that is important with not only politics, but literally everything in the modern society, understanding and listening to each other. Thank you.